Okay, I'm back to give you a little bit of an overview of next week's assignment. Being that it's next week doesn't mean that you shouldn't get started on it now, because I am going to make a quiz due on the reading at 5:30 of next week, because the nature of this assignment is that you will come prepared to class, aka class, next week, having read the assignment, having done some review of it, some outline of it. Tomorrow's quiz that you're going to take about how to do a case study should prepare you to go through the reading, the HubSpot reading better, and prepare yourself so that when you come at 5:30 to take the quiz, you come prepared. The reason I'm doing that at that specific time is because of the nature of the assignment. Let me go ahead and just pull that up right now. Well, let me just walk you through this and you'll understand it. So first, here, the Hubspot study analysis. Here's the assignment. It's due for everyone. It's currently listed as an individual assignment, but it can be done in groups. Let me show you that in a minute. Okay. So the PDF here is the case. HubSpot is outlining the actual case study. It is a little bit more extensive a reading. There's some more data points, but you can get through it. I mean, only about 10 pages or so is actual content. You should kind of highlight this or identify key areas, come prepared, understanding. You should probably go look at the assignment. You'll understand more about what you should probably review in this case study, but come having read this with some ideas as to what analysis you're going to do on this case. The quiz itself will be based on the reading of this study. Typically, I ask that you don't have it open. I have very little way of monitoring that when you take the quiz, but due to the time nature of the quiz, if you try to find it in the reading and take the quiz at the same time, you probably will not be successful, and I won't have much sympathy for that. So read through that, come prepared next week to work on it. Now let's talk about the actual assignment itself, okay? So the assignment, this case study, in past semesters, we've actually done in groups, in class, and it's been a little bit more collaborative. Obviously, that's not going to be the case, but I still anticipate and would hope that as a group, you could get together during class time next week and do this assignment together. So I want you to read the bottom here. This can be done as a group if the entire group is present virtually, however you guys set that up. If every member is not there, they have to do this alone. This assignment is usually completed in class. I want everyone's participation on this, not just an assignment to some members of the group. So therefore, if you're not virtually present during the group meeting as this assignment gets worked on, it needs to be done individually. So what you're going to do is obviously read through the case study and perform an analysis of the core problem facing them. Remember, case studies are usually done because of experiences in the past, and you could probably extrapolate some information about the company today to use to make your decision. You shouldn't do that, right? You should investigate the past as if it were the present, okay? And again, there is oftentimes no one right answer, just kind of sometimes depends on what data points you choose to do an analysis on that will help justify the position or recommendation that you make. So what are you doing as a group? First, problem statement. You're identifying the core problem. Please get this right. I don't want to give it to you. I think through enough of you, you should be able to get to the core element of that they're facing that you need to kind of realize. From based on things that we've talked about in class, I hope that becomes even more prevalent and available to you. I want you to highlight key data points or maybe key phrases in the analysis and show me a couple of those that you think will be important to impact your decision. I want you to do an analysis. I'm actually giving you, I don't do this in the past, but I'm actually giving you an Excel sheet with some data points on it that you can start from to create your analysis with. Do some simple mathematics, some simple formulas. And then of course, I want your recommendations. I want a solid recommendation. I want, hey, we should do this, which means we will not do this. I want you to say that. We will not do this because we are going to do that. That's the level of decision that has to happen at the executive level for companies to go from good to great, for companies to become a value leader in one of their categories. So be sure in your recommendation, you're going to say, we recommend that HubSpot does this. By doing that, they will not do this. okay, or a couple of recommendations for that. So what do I expect? I expect a one-page, well-formatted executive summary, including the 4 sections highlighted above. You can really be precise with this, highlight what you need to. I want your spreadsheet turned in with your functions and analysis of your data, and I want the names of individuals who participated actively in this on the page. Again, if you do this by yourself, just have to turn it in by yourself. If you do it as a group, just one person needs to turn it in with everyone's names on it, and I will go through and grade it accordingly. Now, the Excel sheet, this new thing that I've given you, it's got the same data points that comes in the reading already, but what I've done is I've just put some things here, table, across the top. Well, the different sheets just have some of those numbers that you can kind of pull from easily to do your analysis. I expect you to create a new tab here and do some analysis. I think I've got mine pulled up. I can show you. Okay, so let's just take a look at this. I've blacked out my analysis so you don't get to pause the video and look at it, but oh my goodness, why won't it show you guys? Maybe not. We'll see. Maybe I got to open the right file. Okay, so here's mine. Okay, so some analysis that I've done, but I blacked them out. You've got to figure them out. But I'm going to give you this as a quick view. You can pause the video if you want and look at it. Maybe it gives you some help. Maybe it doesn't. I'm going to let you decide on that. Okay, so that's all you need for class next Thursday. That's what this video is covering. I've already published the assignment. I'll go publish the quiz right now. Again, the quiz needs to be taken by 5:30 Thursday next week. The reason for that is because all of you should have time available during those hours next week that as a group, if you wanted to collectively work on this assignment, those hours are available to you. Maybe you just say, hey, let's all meet at 6:30. Let's bust this out. Should take between an hour and an hour and a half for a group to kind of go through it all and collaborate on the analysis and on the report. And look forward to seeing that assignment from you guys next week. So that's what this video will cover. Then my next video that I'm working on right now will cover the last kind of individual assignment, well, big one that you guys have. And again, I'll still be making videos on expectations for presentations and the final group assignment.